guys, this is James Sinclair. This is Backstage Business. It's the entrepreneurial show. Let's go.
I like everything about you.
So guys, here we are back out. Where are we now? Chudders are up in Scunthorpe, which actually is where Chudlington, the man that views and makes these videos and watches them all day long and edits them together, he's from this glorious part of the country. And it's snowing, but we're here in this room. We're going to speak to these people in here that are not here at the moment about some fantastic business advice. They're in the retail sector, so I'm going to be talking about margin.
You can't consistently compete on experience if you don't have margin.
Because margin's a very important thing, especially in retail. If you haven't got margin, how can you invest in your business? How can you grow your business? How can you be a profitable business? Because if you're an independent retailer and you're operating on low margins, then you're up there competing with the big boys like in the UK, Tesco, Sainsbury's, Asda. All those guys work to really low margins, but they're selling billions. Now, I want to talk to people that are turning maybe £1 million or £1.5 million or £2 million or £3 million. Margin is so important there because you've got so many costs into your business, and you need to become an experienced business so that people will pay the margin and enjoy spending money with you because they like the experience. And then things I'm going to talk about Chudlington, and you guys, viewers of this here Backstage Business, are going to see some of it now.
And then you look at businesses when they compete on price. Do they last? Like will Woolworths be around in 20? Oh, will C&A? Oh, all these people. So when you're a small business, that's why I wrote that book, The Experience Bit. It's all about competing on experience. To compete on experience, you've got to have a word that absolutely dominates your business. And it's this word here, margin. You can't consistently compete on experience if you don't have margin. And that's something that I've absolutely learned, because everyone wants to deliver great customer service. But if you haven't got margin, how can you do it consistently? So if you haven't got margin, don't think that you can deliver experience. That's absolutely what I've learned time and time again. When we run our Father Christmas experience, it's $47.50 to go and see Father Christmas now. There's lots of room in there for what I call customer cuddles, where you can reward the customers. So if you want to give all the parents a free hot chocolate while you're waiting to see Father Christmas, go ahead and do it. If you're competing on price like a garden centre charging £7 to go and see Father Christmas, you can't do that because that free hot chocolate's probably all your profit. So you think, I went to Mickey's Merry Christmas Ball at Disney World in Florida. Me and Nats went, and I always tell this story to really hammer home the point. You turn up, it's $150 by the way to go there for 2 hours to go to Mickey's Merry Christmas Ball. You go in, they give you a hot chocolate and a cookie. And Nat says to me, why don't you do this at the farm on a daily basis? Oh, sweet, we charge £10 to get in, darling. £2 to Georgia at the time I was born from a VAT, I'm left with 8. And then I've got to pay my stuff, and it's just cheaper to give fivers away actually, that's what we should do. Just let people in for free and give them a fiver. But when you're charging $150 and you want to give £1 or $1 costing coffee and hot chocolate, when you've got massive margins, you can give customer cuddles. So my mum had MS, which is horrible. I know your situation, but and I never knew my mum standing and walking. She was always in a wheelchair. And I just saw that she had nothing, and life's so precious, and if you don't risk anything, you risk everything, don't you? And I just didn't want to, but I knew I've got this real entrepreneurial DNA, and I just want to enhance and do as much as I can with it. Now I think people can become more entrepreneurial, but some people have got it strongly and some people have got strong management DNA. So I want to employ as much management DNA because I don't want more of me, so I want people holding me back. I think everyone's going to have a hug after this session. No, you do only have so much time, and I've got my little boy now, and it's a cliche phrase that that goes so quickly. He's 1 now, and that literally has gone like that, and I'm like, damn, I've got to, I haven't got much more time left because I can see that the next 60 years will just go, and hopefully I live till I'm 92 and be healthy and do as much as I can. But I do think you've only got a limited time, so I really want to do as much as I can with the time I've got.
So guys, just had a quite emotional little roller coaster of a journey here. So got some personal stuff in there from part of the audience as well. But we learned some good stuff here, and I think we was trying to reiterate what an SME has to do to win, because there are different things that an SME has to do to a big business. I mean, Amazon was speaking before me today. That's a country that turns billions. You know, that works on a much lower margin than an SME needs to. But you know, I do get upset when SMEs work to the margins that big boys do, and they're turning billions to make millions. And if you're only turning $1 million or $500,000 margin, or even $250,000, then margin is absolutely the thing that will keep you profitable and allow you to invest in your customers, to give them what I call customer cuddles. Right now, I'm going to eat this toffee. Come on. So guys, we're wrapping up another Backstage business. We had a great day today, haven't we, Chuddington? We're about to head into this car, covered in snow, and drive down south to where there's electricity, internet, warmth, Essex, the most glorious county of the whole of the United Kingdom and in the world. Chuddington's shuddering as he's filming this because it's very chilly here in the UK. But we'll be back tomorrow with the entrepreneurial show to help our business grow. Let's go! Hey gang, thanks for watching Backstage Business. Now, if you're passionate about entrepreneurial business success and you want to go further, why don't you get a copy of my book, The Millionaire Clown? Here's a picture of it right now. It's a brilliant book about business growth ideas and systems for your business. Now, to get the book, all you need to go to is www.buymyfirstbook.co.uk. See ya, bye-bye.